What's up, dudes? Happy Monday morning. I love this little truck, man. Love this little thing. These things are freaking great. Tell you straight up, I wasn't 100% sure on the side-by-side, but screw a wheelbarrow, man. I haven't used a wheelbarrow in a minute. It's been way more efficient on job sites. You know when you get on a job site and dudes are walking back and forth? It's warm here, dude. It's like 72 degrees here. It's perfect. But we only have a few months of that, and then we have a lot of nasty months. We have like 8 good months in this state, and then we have 4 terrible months. You know what I'm saying? This is one of those months that's freaking good. All the way to like June, things are really good. July, August, September, they kind of suck. So this is my old school, my painting shirt now, because we're doing some paint, some stain. But I love this shirt. It's freaking comfortable. I want to show you guys, the 2017 setup. You guys know about the Kubota. I'm a huge believer in the Kubota. Matt LaMarche, the death sled, baby. The death sled is she's ready to ride. I've got to hook her up. We got to put a jack plate on her, put the Suzuki back on her. I'm gonna bolt down a Yeti right where the fuel cans go, and then I've got a captain's chair that's gonna bolt here, and then my welder is gonna do an inverse tower. So a tower that kind of comes up and goes forward. It's gonna kind of go forward. And then from there we'll have our lights, winch, all that stuff. And then the welder boy will be putting a sleigh on the off-site boat, really a sled, I guess, so we can winch up from the bow to the T-top. So it'll actually kind of chill between the T-top and the bow, if that makes sense. But anyway, what's interesting about this rig that I've got set up here is, one, it's a very low-cost rig. Compared to like lawn rigs, it's very low cost. 2, it has 2 engines, really 3 with generators, but generator's only there temporarily until I put an inverter on here, because I looked at the well, come on down, bro, come on down. I know we got one dude, can't tell you guys now, but we got one guy moving here after Christmas from a long way away, so Landworks is about to be crushing it. But anyway, very low cost rig. Very low cost rig. I mean, the Kubota, you can grab these things used from $5 all the way up to like new at $15 with options on it. That thing you can get for like $1,000. Trailer, likewise $1,000. Engine, like $1,000. You know, so we're in this thing like $3,000 on the ass, $10,000 up front. We're sitting here at like $13,000 rig, right? Like a lot of you guys buy. This one's a little bit more. Maybe I got like a little more on the side-by-side, but regardless, very low cost rig. Very high per hour rig, especially where we are, because remember we're doing ponds and we're doing just doing property management, right? And all of these dudes have something to do with aquatics, etc., etc. Yes, this is my camping rig, you know, so like when we go camping, I don't like looking like a brone. I like to have my situation on point, especially with little kids. I like to just carry all of my gear, put everybody in there, and we are off to the races. But this is what I foresee happening in landscaping. I think people are going to shift to land works. Not like everybody, you know, but I feel like there's a point where you get into landscaping where you're like, okay, I got some laborers around here. I've got a lot of lawnmowers. I got a lot of trucks. We're doing a lot of bushes. There's a lot of hedges. We're doing a lot of Roundup weed spraying with the pumpers, right? And I feel like with slightly bigger equipment or different types of equipment, you are not in that rat race, if that makes sense. Over here, I'll show you the parts pile. All this stuff is getting moved today because we've got to regrade this out. It's by a diesel station over yonder. But you guys can see these are tanks that have been prepped, rebuilt. We got a tank behind that windshield. Those tanks there are going to be going in the side-by-side. They're going to be going on skids, so they'll be going on the side-by-side. They'll be going in the death sled. There's some stuff I'm really interested in as far as like actual ocean type of stuff. So we've got like all sorts of problems with our coral reefs and stuff. You guys know about that. But I want to solve bigger landscape problems. Like I want to solve bigger environmental issues. And there's nobody doing it. There's nobody doing it. Everybody can't wait to spray chemicals on residential lawns. Everybody can't wait to go mow residential lawns. But nobody is actually going after the big diet, like the big antelope opportunities
that I see, and Landworks. You know what I'm saying? I know Nick sees it. I could get some snaps of Nick and his little tractor, and it's freaking sweet. I know Nick gets it. But very low cost setup, dudes. Very, very low cost setup. And there'll be more to come here in the springtime. But you're looking at $200 hours right here with 13 grand. You just can't do it with 0 turns. Just can't do it with 0 turns. Too many people got 0 turns. And that is the new 0 turn in my opinion. We'll have more on that. Snapchat me up later, On-Site Trav, if you want to talk about it. But I think almost in every area, I travel around the country this summer, and when I was consulting for Caterpillar, I would take a day where I would go and travel for Cat, and then a day where I would just do my own stuff, kind of like look at the state and the area. And like every state's just chock full of opportunities like this, just absolutely chock full of opportunities. Sometimes with spraying or with different things you need certain licensing, but it's nothing that you can't hook up with a company that has licensing and be their subcontractor. There's nothing out there really that is like too extreme.